3:42. Hello out there in YouTube land. Take these off. Today is a crazy day for me. It is April 19th, and 3 weeks ago I had my surgery. Let me fix my hair here. Day 1.1 to 4.2 as far as the count goes, and I am going fucking nuts today. I have had like depression the last 3 days, and I know what it's from. I suspect my dilation is not going as well as I had hoped. I'm still getting up to the third mark, which was the goal, the third dot. But initially I had gotten up to the fourth dot, 5.5 inches, and I've seemed to have backpedaled into 5 inches. And I know it's silly and crazy because from what the literature told me, a cis woman's vagina has a depth of 3.5 inches, 4 inches. So why the hell am I upset that I'm only 5 inches when that's an inch more than a cis girl? I don't know. A lot of depression, somewhat depression, which we knew was coming. I mean, I had been warned about a little bit of frustration over just like it seems like I spend my day on my back, which I should be doing, but life doesn't stop and I want to be doing other things. And so again, to lose that half inch, I'm very thankful tomorrow I go and see surgeon as well as a physical therapist to help address my pelvic issues. So, I mean, things will work out. It's just for the moment, it's like, yeah, and some other things going on, responsibilities, things not happening that's out of my control. A little bit of craziness there. A little more craziness. I logged on just because I haven't gotten a bill yet. And it turns out it said that on the computer that the hospital bill had been denied. My surgery had been denied. And that made me just go, what do you mean? I had a letter saying you approved it, And I called and it turns out as something to do with my gender was listed incorrectly. Now, you have gender affirming surgery, gender conforming surgery. In theory, and I don't know how this works, when I laid on the table, I was male, sexually male, female gender. We had the surgery, things were done. Don't you act up on me now. Oh, it hurts. Ooh. And when I got off the table, my sexuality was female. My gender was still female. So to say that my gender was listed incorrectly on the phone, I don't know. As long as it works out, I really don't care. But it's just one of those things. It's like, so a bit of that, and a bit also of just depression. I feel like my skin is not very thick right now. Someone could say something to me, and I would just be upset. I have a kitty cat here who's taken an interest in the monitor, which you can't see. I just feel like I'm batshit crazy. And the cats have been, here she is, she just sat down next to the mouse where I can't reach the mouse. I'm just going crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy. And I'm pushing my way through it. I made myself get up. The temptation is to dilate and lay in bed and read. And then it's like, an hour's gone by. Time to dilate again. I've made myself get up. I'm moving. I'm doing my chores. I'm taking care of myself, obviously, presentation-wise. My daughter has a thing later today, an academic competition like a brain bowl. Woohoo! I'm acting enthusiastic, so I will be enthusiastic, etc., etc., etc. And so I don't know what else to do. But make a video and share it and just say, I'm doing the best I can do. And hopefully that'll be enough, hopefully that'll be enough. Do the best you can do and go from there. But my gosh, such a crazy world. My world is a crazy world, and I'm trying to recapture it. And I'm very thankful for the friends that I have who have stood by me, as well as God's. Just scatterbrained and just crazy. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to move on to the next thing. And that's something that when I was in college, I realized that sometimes, if I felt depressed and I'd lay there and I'd be like, okay, why am I depressed? What can I do to not be depressed anymore? I would poo-poo things. I'd be like, well, don't, I could get up and do this. Well, you're not going to enjoy that, And instead of rationalizing it or analyzing it, I just would get up and do something. And I called it trapezing, like a trapeze. You just go from one thing to the next. And I found that once I got my body going, doing something and then doing something else and then something else, it got my brain going out of the funk. And that's what I'm really hoping to. So I'm going to reach around the kitty cat here, get the mouse. So anyway, that's where we're at today. 3 weeks post-surgery. I will say, for the blog's sake, healing is happening, but it is like... it still looks like someone took a raw chicken, like chicken giblets, and shoved it up my hole. Okay, I mean, I can see how once all the healing is done and the swelling has gone down and whatnot, it will be a vagina. I mean, it is a vagina, but to call it a Frankenstein vagina is probably not a very flattering thing for Frankenstein, but I mean, it is healing, and maybe that's part of this feeling of weirdness is sensation is there. It's trying to figure out the sensation and where it belonged. And for 40 some odd years, the device, the sensation was, you knew when you touched the tip of something what it was, and the side of something what it was, and other things what it was. And that's been fucking thrown out the window and, torn apart, sutured back together again in some unknown configuration. And, as I'm dilating, I'm holding the pole position here, and I'm going, okay. And then with my fingers, I'm going, okay, well, where is this? And what was this? And what is, what feels good? And that's just part of this process too, I think, is healing and relearning learning new things, and then it's been quite an interesting experience. I will say that. And it hurts. I mean, hurts. But I see the potential. I do see the potential. So, all right, enough procrastinating and giggly gaggling, other than just for the blog, just to say we're persisting. Nevertheless, she persisted. We're going through and exploring and whatnot. So, all right, my friends, until next time, good luck in your journey, and good luck in becoming the best version of yourself as you define it. Okay. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to ourselves. It's what we feel like we need to do is the short of that. So, all right, till next time, my friends. Peace. Good luck. Bye.